What's going on, everyone? Today I'm joined by Sarah, the owner of KRM Professional Services. Her company offers a complete range of professional cleaning services. She handles everything from residential cleaning to complex commercial and real estate projects. And so we're going to talk about how she's using virtual assistants inside her business to handle things like scheduling, billing, client communications, and much more. And I've had the pleasure of working with Sarah for the last year and a half, maybe a little bit more, I want to say. We've had the chance to place two virtual assistants for her since then, both working full time. So I'm really excited to peel back the layers on her daily operations. By the way, my name is Ephraim. I am the founder of Lead Virtual, where we help business owners scale their operations by building and managing remote assistant teams. Sarah, pleasure having you on. Do you mind just giving everyone a quick overview of your business and what you guys focus on today?
Good morning, Ephraim. Yes, absolutely. We love our clients. We have a lot of commercial clients, whether it be Airbnb, venues, a lot of realtors that we work with. We really
Yep.
appreciate, as well as amazing residential clients. So
Yeah,
that's the
that's
scope of what
awesome.
we do.
How long have you guys been in business?
We are going into our seventh year.
Okay. That's incredible. And you guys do a fantastic job. I know you guys service some of our properties, Airbnb projects, and so I've seen you firsthand on the team that you have. How big is your team currently?
We're always expanding.
Yeah.
There's about 10 of us.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
incredible. And I know you're in your busy season. So again, thanks for being willing to do this call with us. And can you tell me, before you started working with virtual assistants, what were some of the operational challenges that you were facing? What were some of the things that made you realize, hey, you need to hire a VA?
Absolutely. Well, I actually came across it by accident. My biggest pain point was invoices.
Okay.
I am not a numbers person. I'm a
Okay.
people person, and
Yeah.
so that was a major thing. We were getting the work done, but getting the invoices out on time and getting paid was
Yeah.
a big problem. So I'd had a friend that was helping me for a short period of time, and I was really looking to hire full time and quality
Yeah.
professional. And I think I had saw one of your ads and
Yeah.
I thought this is not very likely. The call I had with you is I don't think I'm going to hire you. I probably can't afford it.
Yeah.
And it probably won't work for me, but like, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
And I was really pleasantly surprised. I also found myself cleaning toilets and
Yeah.
taking client calls.
Yeah.
And that was really stressful, or being in a meeting
Yeah.
and having to catch up with all of the client calls in a timely manner. So
Yeah.
yeah, those were definitely huge issues for me. And not having any personal time. It was
Sure.
we work 7 days a week. And we have a lot of owners who live out of state and they need access to us and our team.
Yeah.
So literally 7 day a week. I have clients in other time zones, and so it was a lot.
It's
It
a
was
lot.
I was
Sounds
at
like a
my
lot.
pressure point. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So it sounds like the billing and some of the client communications were the first tasks that you delegated to a VA. Am I right on that?
Absolutely. And scheduling.
And scheduling.
Has been amazing.
Okay.
Um, one of my favorite things is working with your company, the paradox of growing my business. We're pretty much like doubled.
That's
Um,
incredible.
but the amazing side of that is having more personal time. And
Yep.
so that seems like, impossible. How do you have more personal time while also doubling your
Growing your
business?
business. Yeah.
But that's been my reality. And that's why all of my favorite colleagues and friends have heard about Lead Virtual.
That's awesome.
And my children, they're very familiar with
Yeah.
yeah, just amazing. It's made a huge difference in our life.
Yeah.
So that's
That's incredible.
the
And that's
personal side. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's what we're about is one of our mottos. We want to help you buy back your time, right? And so it's not just it's incredible that you grew your business, but to be able to do that and still get some personal time back is a huge win. I remember when I texted you once and I couldn't reach you because you were out of service, and you're like, yeah, I've been able to do that in a while. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. And how long would you say it took before things felt smooth? I imagine when you hire somebody, there's always that beginning that's a little bit challenging, but how long would you say it took for your VAs to catch up to the trainings and then just for things to start running smoothly?
Honestly, very quickly. I know one of your supervisors was doing the she hit the ground running, training right away with we it was very time sensitive for us because I
Right.
was kind of down to the wire of needing help. And
Yeah.
so that transition went very well because she trained our incoming she trained May, and May just grasped things. She amazes me because I'm a kind of typical entrepreneur that I'm everywhere all the
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
And she just translates that well and is very detail oriented, but also very flexible. And
Yeah.
so I would say 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
Um,
Yeah.
I started feeling the relief immediately.
Yeah.
When it was really going smooth, it was like 2 weeks or less.
Yeah.
So that was it's been phenomenal.
And what I love seeing is when you hire somebody on and your quality doesn't go down, but it goes up, right? So I remember when I reached out to you guys for work, for cleaning, and May texted me back in like a minute. And I was so impressed. I texted you saying, "Wow, that's better than they're better than I like to be super responsive, but I was very impressed how quickly she responded and got me set up. So that's a
That's what
testament to
I've
what,
been that's what I've been hearing from my clients.
yeah,
So that's what's important to me. So
right,
the feedback I've received from my clients is just how fast of a response they're receiving, which is really important in my industry and
right,
many industries. And they also have mentioned to me just the quality, her communication skills. I've heard that from both of her for her and Julia. So that's really important because they're, that's what we're known for.
That's awesome. No, it's great. And if you had to, I know you mentioned that you were able to get some time back. If you had to put a number on it, how many hours a week would you say that your VA saves you?
That I will say it's more than the hours that I'm hiring them for.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't know how that makes sense, but the math is mathing.
Yeah.
I'm currently sitting in Philadelphia, a last minute like little mini getaway, and I would have never been able to do that. So I value my time at a higher rate
Yeah.
now, just
Correct.
because of them them doing a fantastic job.
That's awesome.
And I still find it so hard to believe that such quality is so affordable, because that
Right.
was the other thing I was looking into, because in my industry, obviously staying competitive in prices is important.
Correct.
And so finding really quality people, here on the ground can be rather expensive. So
Yeah.
that's been like just amazing.
That's awesome. Well, I'd love to hear that. Last quick question for you. If a business owner is watching this, they've never hired a VA before, they're on the fence, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to talk to you, because I just appreciated that initial conversation. I had barely even heard of it before.
Yeah.
A lot of my colleagues haven't heard of it, and I know that the feedback I'm hearing from them is like, wow. Um, so you're not an intimidating person. I
Try
just have
not to be.
very like I didn't have to come
Yeah.
informed, or like I just came to you and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna hire you guys. I don't know
Yeah.
how this works. Can you just tell me a little bit? And
Yeah.
so I think that conversation had a lot of value, and it was very comfortable. I didn't feel like I walked away really informed, and
Yeah.
I walked away a little bit thinking, okay, this is too good to be true. But I also know you, and I was
Yeah.
like, I know that you are a person of integrity, and so I was like, well, if he's saying that, let me look into it a little
Yeah.
more. And so I've been so impressed, just in both the virtual assistants as well as the quality of support that they have.
Yeah.
When I've needed different things, I've come into problems. Their supervisors have made suggestions, or they have, and
Yeah.
so I would say like just make that call. To be honest.
That's awesome. No, thanks. And I want to just commend you on the way you lead your team as well, because the reason that your team, your VAs are doing a great job is oftentimes a reflection of how well you lead them, how well you train them. And so just want to commend you on that. And before we wrap up, if people want to learn more about what you're doing, they want to connect with you, what's the best way to reach out to you?
They can reach out via our website, krmprofessionalservices.com. There's a lot of options there.
Awesome. We'll put the link as well. Thanks again, Sarah, for joining and sharing your experience. If you're a business owner, you're curious about how virtual assistants could support your operations, feel free to reach out. You can DM me or go to leadvirtual.com. Thanks.
Thank you.